I don't understand that you're not a carpenter.
How do you know? I got YouTube. I wasn't a real estate investor until I had YouTube. So what's up, everybody? I don't know if y'all noticed, I'm just testing out this new Facebook room thing. I just want to see how it works. It looks like a bunch of y'all are in here. I have no idea how this works, but I'm just saying what's up to y'all. Like, what's going on?
Hey, I got a question. Matt, can you link one of your call reel numbers to your text blast?
As far as the outgoing, you can, but you don't want to do that because that call reel number is a real number, and your text line, you're going to receive it back in. The title would be good, like how to spend $1 million in business.
That's a great title.
Yeah, I like that.
This is a post-pitch meeting. We're all just decompressing.
Camera lights on, perfect. Well, are we done with Robbins? Just needs outside needs to get done.
Yeah. Just finished up the AC. I mean, now we need to decide. Okay, we're just gonna do it leave it like that, or are we gonna do a little painting outside, or? And then what I would do is I would paint the garage floor. Mm-hmm. Because it's $50, it'll look beautiful.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? That's a no-brainer. And I mean, they can power wash the patio. What do you think about painting the patio outside? You know, the back patio.
Of course, pressure wash the whole thing.
Pressure wash is done.
No, is it done?
No.
No, I'm saying pressure wash the whole thing.
Basically,
I like it already.
Restart Winston is making you the entrepreneur helping the entrepreneur. And at the end of the day, this is specifically for small businesses, small minority businesses.
I just launched my line last night.
Alphas only?
Yeah. So that's what everybody's wearing, the alphas only. So we have 4 full-time people on staff that, on side of this, that are at my studio now. Like, they work 40 plus hours a week and they just produce content for me. So I only work here from 8 to 2, and then I go to my studio from 2 to 8, and I produce videos and that I have to put on my YouTube channel because I'll be honest, being Maxwell, the personality makes more money than real estate does for me.
No way.
Yeah, this building is only 1/5 of my income.
So all I was doing was getting our mind set on, learn how to wholesale in one day. Get on the phone.
Wow.
The next day.
Well, y'all already sales professionals, so it ain't like it's nothing. I'm not asking y'all to do nothing crazy. Like, y'all know that. I think the hardest sales job, in my opinion, is knocking on somebody's door. Hands down. I think if you go knock on somebody's door that don't know you coming, and you get to talk to them, and even more, if you get them to get you inside their house, you know, that's crazy. See, when we on the phone, there's no fear of that in-person rejection, right?
Yeah.
Right? So they say it's usually easier to break up with your girlfriend and boyfriend over the phone, right? Versus doing it in person.
Yeah.
So you risking that rejection every single time you go to that house. I can only imagine. I've never done door-to-door sales. Never will. I ain't built for it. I end up DDTing somebody in their house or something like that. But the thing is y'all are able to, check this out. Y'all are able to go to somebody's house that they don't know y'all are coming, knock on their door, you on the doorstep, you got a few seconds to defuse them to let them know you ain't nobody crazy, because this world's crazy, right? Yeah. And then they say, come on in. To me, to most people that work on the phone, they couldn't go through that. So I think the hardest sales, for me, I'm on the phone, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, you can hang up on me, done, or you can, I got slowly diffuse, there's less of the defense wall, right? If I call you and you don't know me, you'll chit chat to me, right? But if I come to your front door and you don't know me, the likelihood of you chit chat with me is really low. Right, so y'all have an immense skill to go off. Now, one advantage you can get from being in person is body language. We don't get to see that on the phone. But I think that's not a super superior advantage to actually being and get somebody to let you in their house. You got to put everything you go on together with. It harms nobody. I think so. I don't know if y'all listen to some of the calls, but even an old lady at 8:30 at night gonna talk to you on the phone. She ain't gonna do that in front of. She ain't answer. She ain't gonna open the door. Pretty sure there's many times y'all knocked on the door and somebody talked to you through the peephole. Right? It's just what it is, right? But there's no risk of that on the phone. So I think y'all will crush it. I was telling Ish the other day, I was like, man, I know guys that probably know half of what y'all know that's crushing this game. You know, what's crazy is, and I told Ish this is part of our personal conversation. I said, Ish, I could build a sales team to do anything. I personally could build to do anything. I said, I just love real estate, right? And a lot of people think real estate is hard, but it's really not. Y'all got the hardest part down to sales. I can teach you real estate in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I can show you, what we do and what we don't do and why we do this and why we do that. And most of y'all have most of that knowledge already because y'all already live inside of something. Right? So you have some knowledge, right? If you go in a house, what need to work? If you go to rent a house, what needs to work?
You utilities.
You gotta have the utilities, the water, lights, right? So if you was to repair something on a house, what would cost the most in your mind?
Utilities, like wiring, like
The electricity, plumbing, roof, the AC broke, right? So as somebody that's want to buy a house, those are the most important things to me that I need to be worried about. Okay. That's the most expensive stuff. Because when I'm buying a house, first of all, I'm never going to buy a house for what it's worth. You can't. As an investor, you can't if I'm going to the store to go buy a computer from Best Buy, I can buy it for what it's worth, right? But Best Buy, who's in the business of selling computers, can't buy the computer for what it's worth because they got to sell it to me for what it's worth. So what do? They got to got to negotiate with the person they buying it from to get it at a cheaper price. And even the person that they get it from got to negotiate with all the people that they buy pieces from to put it together to make a computer so they have it a price that they can sell to somebody else that's going to sell to somebody else, then I'm going to buy the laptop. See what I'm saying? So investors never buy something that's for sale. You get what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Now, mainly what we do with a lot of these properties is we negotiate so well, sometimes I never have to flip them. Y'all thinking, what? What if I told you my first year of wholesaling, I made $880,000 and I never spent a dime on a house? You probably think, what the hell? Y'all think I'm lying, don't y'all? No. I made over $800,000 and I never fixed the house. I never turned a screw. And you're like, yo, how you do that? It's because if you can negotiate so well between the price of what you get it at and who wants it, there's something in the middle. And that's where we get paid. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you look at if you wanted to be the middle guy between sell the house and you didn't fix the problem, but what was the problem before? When most people would have said, when they get on the phone, I don't want to sell no more, they would have hung up, okay, have a good day. Nah. My man was like, so you sold the house. Knowing they didn't sell the house. So you sold the house. No, I didn't sell the house. So you fixed the problem then. No, I ain't fixed the problem. So you telling me you didn't sell the house and you didn't fix the problem and you don't want to sell anymore? So that's handling objections with people. Most of these guys that's out here calling right now, they don't know nothing about real estate. That's on purpose. Because the reality is they don't need to know anything about real estate. I know most of y'all go to the house and y'all go through the entire sales process and you actually have to close the deal, right? Most of these guys are not even responsible for that. They just want to get somebody that's willing and able to be reasonable. And then we hand them off to somebody else. But the true killers, the goons on the phones, they actually can close a deal from front to back. But that's going to come with time. You're going to learn more about real estate. I got to give you some formulas, this stuff right here, you know? And then you'll be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Because if I go on Zillow, Zillow's where you can look at houses and stuff like that. If I go on Zillow and a house says worth $100,000, and the house needs to work, as an investor, I can't pay $100,000 for it. I can't pay $90,000 for it. So what we have is a simple formula to figure out what we can pay for it, a price range. So I'll give y'all an example. If we have a house, we look on Zillow and it say $100,000, right? And what we want to do is immediately I want to take off 30% off the house. Why? Because that's what makes it a discount. It's discounted at that point. 100,000, we call it the ARV, which means after repair value, right? So you could hang me a cracked iPhone that's cracked, right? Let's just say we was hustling iPhones. Let's just put it like that. Say Ish bring me an iPhone that's cracked on the front and back, and I know that once I fix this phone, I can sell it for $1,000. Let's just say that. But I gotta fix the phone, right? But first of all, I gotta say, yo, Ish, what you want for this? He's like, yo, give me 900. I'm like, Ish, come on. Where you see the value in 900 on this? Tell me how you got the 900. You know, and versus dissing the person, I'm gonna ask them questions to paint them a picture of what they telling me. So Ish be like, it's 900. I say, Ish, where'd you get the price 900 for? Well, you know, I paid $1,000 for it. You know, I like to get 900 for it. I would say, Ish, when you look online, what are phones in your similar condition selling for? I don't know, 500 or something like that. I don't know, 500, 600. Okay. Well, see, Ish, you know, I flip phones for a living. And, you know, after fixing this thing up, I maybe can get $900 out of it. And let's just say I got to put $200 in repairs, right? So I'm at $700. Even if I gave you $7, I'd lose money because when somebody come in and buy it for $9 and swipe the credit card, I got to pay a percentage fee, right? So even if I paid you $7, I'll lose money. And you know I'm an investor and I got to make some money. This is how I feed my family. So we know I wouldn't make any money at $7. What price do you absolutely need to have to sell this phone? You know, he's going to tell you a price. You just anchored him. You know, Ish, well, you know, look, 600 is not that bad, but, you know, it'd really be too much risk for me to get this phone. And by the time I open it, it may be something wrong with it. You know, I couldn't do 6, but I'm somewhere between $450 and $500. Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in doing? But here's the thing, Ish, if you sell me this phone right now for $450, I give it to you all cash. You'll never have to deal with the phone anymore, and it's done. You see how I was just using, so it's the same thing. So in that same scenario, the house is worth $100,000 fixed up. I need a discount regardless. Even if the phone was in pristine condition, I still got to put it on my shelf, clean it up, sell it, right? Mm-hmm. But then his phone was broken, so I need to fix that joint. So let's just say his phone needed $20,000 worth of, this house needs $20,000 worth of work. So ARV of 100 minus 30% is 70,000. So if the house was in perfect condition, if the phone was in perfect condition, I can give him 700 for it. Or I can give 70,000 for this house, right? But his phone and his house is messed up, and I know roughly I got to spend 20,000. So I got to take 20,000 off of that price. So now I only get paid 500. Because once I put the 7 into it, once I put the 2 into it, I'm back at 7. Now I got 7 into it. But the reality is, I don't even want to fix this house. Matter of fact, I don't even want to fix his phone, but I know my boy John, he'll buy it from me at 50. So let me see if I can get Ish down a little lower. So Ish, you know, 500 is not bad. I just don't know what I'm gonna get into with the repairs and all that stuff. I know you said to repair the phone is probably $20,000, $200. I'd be more comfortable somewhere around the range of, you know, $400 for your phone. But like I said, I can do all cash, I'll pay it today, you don't have to worry about it. Now let's just say this guy says yes, 40,000. Guess what I'm gonna do with that? Remember, I got a contract to buy this house at 40,000. Y'all lock it up. Yo, Max, I got a contract for 40,000. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go run hit my mans that flip houses. Yo, I got this house for 50. You want it? Yeah, I want it. I take your same contract, you locked it up, sell it to him for 50,000, 10,000 come back, we eat. That's how the cycle goes.
Are you in Atlanta?
No, I'm in North Carolina. What's the sound? Yo, what's up, people? Fam, everybody. Are we live? I think we're live. I haven't done this live format in such a while. Are Bandit Steins still effective? Of course they are. I mean, there's less people on the road right now, but they're still effective. There's a lot of people that are still doing their thing. Here's my thing, bro. I think you are surrounded by successful people, and these successful people are an example of what can happen. And I think that you need to stop being skeptical and understand that everything that you maybe have learned in the past is the things that you actually need to be skeptical about, and be open to new things and new changing. So how do you change one's subconscious mind to believe in things that haven't happened? You need to be surrounding yourself around people that have done the things that you've already want to do. I think that's very important. So you need to change your circle. So any advice for someone who is not a phone person for cold calling? And the reason why somebody would say that is because they have a fear of cold calling. And typically if you have a fear, that means you're not knowledgeable about the actual topic. So what I would do is I would actually get better and learn more about real estate and the fear of the conversation. And here's the thing. If you weren't available to watch the Closers Olympics just a few days ago, this weekend, you missed something huge. And that was 20 hours of people cold calling live, some of the best closers in the country. And you weren't able to watch that live. That would have gave you enough confidence to get there. So I think here's the thing. Every deal, no matter if you do text messaging, if you do mailing, if you do RVMing, whatever it is, that deal's going to end up on the phone somehow, some way. So you better quick and fast get over that fear of not being able to get on the phone. You need to start doing some role playing with some friends, or you just need to say, you know what, I'm going to go for it and just get over that fear. I don't know if there's really anything significant I can tell you there. So it looks like we're calling James right now. So if you want to be called for me, 704, you see the number scrolling at the bottom, hit me up.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, James? It's Max. How you doing?
Yeah, so first off, man, I'm a big fan and watched you for months now. You and my sister actually got me into it. You're a humongous motivation for me and inspiration.
Thank you, brother.
A lot for everything.
And you must have an awesome sister.
So my question is, I'm in an area, Memphis, Tennessee, where I've been driving for dollars, but it seems like every house I go to is fully distressed. And I'm just wondering if buyers are actually afraid of this area.
Man, I will tell you something from firsthand knowledge that Memphis, Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken, Memphis, Tennessee is one of the biggest cash flowing parts in the country. So a lot of people that buy rentals outside of their state actually buy in Memphis. So I know tons of people out there that are doing deals and sell them to cash flowing companies. So Memphis is a very, very hot market. So when you see those fully distressed homes, there's people out there that will fix those up, such as flippers, and then they will sell them as a turnkey rental to somebody else that lives in California, Miami, because there's nowhere else that you can really buy a cash flowing asset for $60, $70, $80, $90,000 and be completely renovated and be all in. So I would definitely be looking at those properties that are completely distressed. Francis at ventureatlas.com, please. What's a good leading question when cold calling a pre-foreclosure lead or tax delinquent? Luke, you're gonna have the same conversation with most of your sellers. Your introductory is gonna be the same. You're never gonna relieve your card. You're never gonna reveal your cards and say, hey, this is Luke calling. I heard you got a pre-foreclosure on your hands. Or, hey, this is Luke. I heard your tax foreclosure. It's going to be the same questions. Hey, look, are you interested in selling your house? Oh, actually, I am. Well, cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? All right, great. Well, do you have any liens or anything that we have to? Oh, yeah, I got some taxes. Oh, okay. Well, what happened? You know, it's just a conversation.
So I don't know, you're good with people. I don't know how, he's coming today to work here. Well, he made $8,500 this deal.
And look at the property. Within the next 48 hours, we'll be out there. Which day works better for you, Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you so much and have a great day.
You too.
No. Now, did you say no to that first? Did he say he was so funny? Did you say you didn't?
No, they just got nerve for being that they wait.
He said, what he said was, we're trying to figure, he said,
Thank you, sir.
We're trying to still figure out what to do with the property.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see where that came from.
And I said, that's normal.
Bro, I remember, I used to cuss y'all out about taking initiative and stuff like that. But when I see, listen, every time, y'all remember I tell you when we first started DirecTV and I was like, man, y'all, we gotta take more initiative and then you get better. So then when you got somebody that know all the answers, you get them figured out what you need to know in order to get the deal done. I bet y'all got better questions right now, don't y'all?
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of y'all, man.
How many people they got out there?
6?
How many people y'all got out here?
6.
I'll be back.
Listen, bro,
I'll be back. Ready for a little competition or what?
Yeah, what's up?
6 on 6? $2,000 at stake? $2,000. All right, $2,000 competition. I'm about to bring him in there. I'm gonna let y'all know how we're gonna run this. I got $2,000 on it. I got $2,000 on it. It's a $2,000 competition today going down.
I just already told you.
Nah.
You took that away?
Took that away.
You told them that?
It's 2 bands between the team.
Okay.
2 bands on this team, 2 bands on that team.
Okay.
Y'all get 2 laptops and $2. They get 2 laptops and $2. And you're gonna have Francis and Shannon with y'all in the trenches. If you need numbers on the property, they're gonna be right there to get it for you. They're gonna be right on the sales floor all day.
Got it.
And so, is it whoever closed the contract first or whoever closed most contracts?
Let's do most.
Yeah.
Let's do most. No, tell them to figure it out. I know, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying just say, listen.
I'm just referring this. I have no idea what's going on.
Say, when you get a hold of let us know.
Okay. How did that go? Who won?
What made you call me?
We called you because we actually ride around and look at. We subscribe to several public record databases.
Hold on a second. What would you say what would you say in real life?
What somebody said.
Yeah, what made you call me?
Oh, we called you because we liked your house.
House and tree.
That's it. The script.
That's what I'm talking
What are we talking about?
about.
Right? Because you're just trying to have a conversation. I called you because we like the house. We was in the area. We buy another house in the area. Would be interested in buying your house if you're interested in selling.
Let's go. Say no more.
Yeah, all right.
So let's go back to that point.
Yeah, so what made you call me?
Oh, we called you because we were in the area. We was looking at your house, and we actually thought it was a very nice house. And we were interested in buying it if you was interested in selling.
Oh, wow. Well, I wasn't expecting a call like this, but what you talking?
Message. You gotta click on their name. Look. He wants to delete. Some people are blocked. She just
Video timed you.
Yeah.
Did you answer?
No, of course not.
Yeah, people. So what you do is you take somebody like that. See how I just slid that over?
Yeah.
Mute video chat.
You just block them?
Yeah, you want to block them?
Yeah. Don't you think I should block them? or you think she's gonna retaliate on us? No. Does she know that we blocked her?
Yeah, she knows. I don't even open this stuff, friends.
My daughter just
showed you where it was?
Showed me yesterday because no. Listen to me. You put on you.
I know.
You put it to send us deals. So there was few people, calling me about it yesterday on there. That's why I opened it up.
You sound concerned, Francis. This is your voice of concern.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, dude, just send them the contract.
He keeps talking about his time, but he's not doing what we want. We're in control. You want all this stuff done, but you're not doing nothing. Like, we holding money, bro. You got to back up.
I think they printed it twice.
Oh, on your printer?
Yeah, it came out.
Charge them $20, 25 cents a sheet. They don't want to walk all the way over there?
I didn't even realize it printed in here.
Oh.
I didn't realize it.
I didn't even know they can get access to that printer. Anybody. I didn't think it was on the network.
Yeah, we all have access to it.
Kobe, are we on record? Are we recorded? Nice. Through online?
Well, no, yesterday I ran it down.
You ran it down?
Yeah.
Okay. It's done. Congrats. Okay.
I'm working on it down. That's when you're financing.
Oh, is it?
Wait, no.
Nice. What are you looking at, bro?
No, I'm just learning.
Now you gotta go to Winston-Salem, I think. I don't think you can type in the county.
Hey, so you're right. One of those guys that sent me a lead, you see the difference on other places that when you pay $200,000, you get something that's really not that nice compared to what you get here. Winston is great.
And then you can go to like filters, off market, yes. No, actually no.
On the market.
Well, so if you're looking for somebody that's flipped a property, now we're talking different. So now you want to go on market, yes. Then you're going to go listing date, and you're going to say, okay, anything that was listed like, go to like March. So just do March first, and then do to like today's date, and do MLS status, do active, and pending and sold, right? Mm-hmm. And then click. All right, go to go to ownership information, years of ownership. Do max like 1 year. Because we're looking for flippers, right? And then owner type, go all. That don't matter. Okay. The last sale date, you want to go back like 6 months from the day you picked the initial. So March, you want to go back to like, like September.
Oh, is that where you go to filter to get the search options?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then last sale date. That's fine. You can leave it open. Nah, bro, what are you doing? It's your first day?
Yeah. That is the thing.
Go over here, open a new one. Nah, bro, plus sign. Paste it, bro. Come on, man. Zillow, let's click there.
Ain't as quick as you, man.
Pending sale, 409. They just bought it for $225, and they got a pending sale at 409. They've been on the market 9 days. Gorgeous, highly redesirable, and let me tell you. So, give me this, man. You moving too damn slow for me. I'll be 59 by the time we figure this out.
Good.
All right. So look. So I'm trying to show you something.
He knows I'm 59.
So reason you don't see no pictures there, so they probably restricted it and put it on, and they probably did it on purpose because view filings, right? So their creation, in their annual report. Let's look at their annual report that just had to be filed. And now you just added a real active cash buyer to your portfolio like that.
You're talking about deals from Facebook?
Yes, there's other wholesalers out there posting deals on Facebook Marketplace and we got $30 million in cash. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not communicating that to them. And it's a breeding ground. Go pull up your phone right now. Go to Facebook Marketplace. You got it on your phone too, right? You got Facebook on your phone?
Yeah, I check that.
Let me show you. I know you look, but I'm just saying.
I check every
but I'm
day.
just showing. I know you do, because you send me stuff. You remember the house? Click on the more pictures. They got more pictures. But the point that I'm trying to make is not whether it was a sub to or not. That's irrelevant to this scenario. There's a funnel of deals out there that we're not touching because other wholesalers that were supposed to be over here, obviously COVID, they can't be here. But the point is they're blatantly out there. They don't know about us. They don't know that we exist and we can buy deals. I know that there's people that I've seen posting deals I've never seen in Winston-Salem ever. I've never seen them at a meetup over the last 2 years. I've never seen them on anything. So everybody wants Max to procure leads with money, right? Spend the money so we can get leads. We know that works. But what I'm saying is there's low-hanging fruit out here that we're not taking advantage of. I've mentioned this strategy when we had Venture Atlas, right? And I'm not saying you or anybody else didn't do or not supposed to do. When we had Venture Atlas running at the direction that we were going for members, I said, listen people, there's people on Facebook who don't know about us, who are posting deals that we need to contact them and let them just be aware of us as an option. We still don't do that. Would you agree that it's low-hanging fruit?
I do.
For tomorrow, when he arrives, you want me to arrange for transportation from the airport going here, or do you want me to just tell him?
Yeah. We'll arrange an Uber for him.
Okay.
So will you team Nike today? Will you team Nike today? What's going on, bro?
What do you mean?
If I put the money into this and the people are not correct, then you can see I'm already at 43. So then I'm gonna go to 50. I'm at 43. Then I'm gonna go to 54. Then I'm gonna go to 54 then to 56. No. Then I'm gonna go to 56, right? And that's not including anything else. I'll be at 100,000 a month before you know it, in spend. Did you get a hold of Alexis?
I did, but did she not load?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, I talked to her.
So they're gonna have fresh lists ready to go?
She had to recycle a few of them, but she's working on getting some fresh lists in there.
But then she should have some sitting in the back database. Your team about to enter battle. Y'all gonna use those two? We'll take those two?
Yes.
All right. You try to sabotage them with no chargers? I see what y'all doing.
This one's fully charged.
I see the setup. So I have 6 cold callers in my office right now, 12. And they have 4 computers, so they're gonna be logging into four dialers. And it's 2 on each, two computers per team, and they're gonna be competing against each other today for the rest of the day on who can get a deal over the phone. Y'all scared? That ain't gonna get y'all scared, is it?
Hey, I just got your phone number from a friend of yours. He told me that.
Right. I mean, you have to get a deal better than 100,000. I mean, she's saying 350. I mean, you have to say, listen, if you put your house in the MLS, you're gonna get maybe 200 or 250, maybe if you're lucky.
I need to tell her that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to push back a little bit on this case, right, on the price, because I mean, at 350, it's
I believe that belongs to my grandson. I asked her the phone number and she doesn't have it.
Right, yes sir. Well, the reason I was calling is in regards to your property it looks like a real great location. Have you guys did any recent renovations to the property at all?
So I won't take too much of your time. We actually was very interested in your home, and we wanted to offer you a cash value for it. So you say it's not discounted and it's not distressed. I appreciate you, my friend. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hi guys. Hello, Francis.
You trying to wear the Kodak Black?
You just got like making my J's tomorrow.
Oh, I seen them online.
Ready to go.
Pause that. This is a general question. Pause that real quick. I'm glad I got younger people in here. When you look, I know you're looking at him for educational purposes, but when you look at somebody like, what do you see when you look at him? Honest opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know.
He looks like he's like advertising. I was thinking at the beginning of the video, I was like he's advertising his lifestyle, not eccentrically, but like he's wearing a nice suit. He's wearing.
But what do you, when you see somebody like, and then you see him on Instagram or YouTube, and then you decide to follow him, what attracts you to him? And I'm only asking for my own right, just so I.
This is my first time seeing him, but
he was the first person that popped up on.
Got it. So y'all don't know.
Don't know anything about him.
What about people like him?
His presentation.
They look successful.
Yeah, that's all they do is look successful. They actually don't do but sell you things to continue their lifestyle of looking successful. The behind the scenes of who he is, most people don't even know what he does. He don't do anything. He sells programs and books and stuff like that. He doesn't actually have a business outside of a business selling business. Make sense?
Yeah.
So I say all that to say, be careful who you get your information from. And you can probably tell he's just talking in circles. Have you learned anything? Would you buy anything from him? Hell no. All right, let's get to it.
I didn't know we had a new member.
Ray Charles, yeah. Or Kodak Gray.
Kodak Gray.
Before you guys get started today, I'm gonna pull a few calls. Can you pull calls or no on call tools? Previous calls, recordings? I'll see if I can pull previous calls. So you guys are gonna be calling. Ish's team will be back up here. I see y'all looked a little intimidated when they started chanting.
Intimidated.
Other than you that was chanting with them. Any word on where those headphones are?
I'll try it.
That's crazy. All right, so we'll probably start listening to calls like that. We'll pull that call, then we'll get on the phones, and then we'll probably mesh the two teams and have y'all maybe bleed off of each other. They have a lot of sales confidence because obviously they knock door to door, and then you guys have more of the real estate terms and understand kind of where you're going. So maybe today the goal would be for us to land a deal or two over the phone. I'm working on some lists now that we're gonna upload. Other than that, the internal team, you guys have anything? Good. Are we good for the closing next week? Should be good because we just bought it with just had title opinion 2 weeks ago. Then you guys could go see whatchamacallit today.
Oh yeah.
I may try to get there. Tell them we're open on the weekends too. I'm just joking. I know where he's gonna be at on the weekend. Probably at that other house. Big project he's working on.
That's where he is right now.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard sometimes to leave something in the middle, and then that's the issue there.
I'd say probably 2 years now. Oh, November would be 2 years? Ish got it for me for my birthday a while ago.
Never see.
I've only worn, this is my second time, I haven't worn out.
Did you receive any?
We were supposed to have a guest today. I allotted some time for him today, but he missed his flight and won't make it till 10. So I got other stuff to do, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, look down. What? Listen, I put on Yeezys today. You put on
Jordan. I was gonna have some Yeezys on today too. I was gonna wear mine.
Don't look down.
They learning the objectives pretty fast. I think that once you put your team that has a sales thing and my team who knows a little bit more about real estate, I think that they can come together and really show each other some with your team, really show them how to sell.
That's true. I was last night when I was kind of taking a reflection of the day, I think based on competence, the only thing that they know how to do right now mentally is get a number. I think that we'll be burning turf if we don't start teaching them how to close.
Correct.
Because we know that they can build a relationship on the phone. We know that they can get numbers, negotiate and get to a hard number, and getting them ready to sign the contract today is something that we probably need to talk about early today.
Okay.
So that when they on the phone, they more confident and more prepared. And because I believe that every salesperson steer the conversation in the direction that they want it to go in. People that don't close let the customer decide when. And right now, they letting the customer decide when. So we having good conversations, but we ain't making no sales. What did that mean? Nothing.
Stuck in the friend zone. We all know how to build rapport now, right? We all know how to talk to the customer, to get them to be our friend and get them to be comfortable with talking, right? You never thought you could pick up the phone, talk to a complete stranger, and they tell you how much they owe in their house? Isn't that weird? Right? You don't even know him. You have no idea. He has no idea who you are on the phone. But that's called building good rapport. And once you build that good rapport, you're going to start to paint the picture of reality for them. What reality actually looks like.